Hi. Before we get started, let's get into our verse of the day. So, our verse of the day is Matthew 6, verse 21. Where your treasure is, your heart will be found also. So, as you can see by the title of this video, our topic, well, actually, girl, I don't even know what the title is. I'm acting like I got it together. I don't. But we're going to be talking about overconsumption, aesthetics, etc. Now, if you saw my last video, you're probably thinking, girl, you said you was going to switch it up. You was going to make some different type of videos. And I did say that. And, the different type of videos are coming, but commentary has my heart, and I've been wanting to talk about this because it is the holiday season. It is the season of buy and get. And quite frankly, I feel like back then buying in excess was something you reserved for like the holidays, whereas now it's like we're just always buying in excess. And that's why I kind of want to talk about it. Now, there's a lot of things I've been seeing that kind of inspired me wanting to talk about it, but here is the main thing. $1,000 shoe, I'm walking on a damn ounce. He ain't running up a bag, he running it down mouth. So the video I just showed you guys is like, it's not even a current trend. It was an old trend on TikTok with that, I think it's a Boss Man D-Lo song. And if that's not Boss Man D-Lo, I'm sorry. I don't listen to secular music anymore. But it's a rap song where he's like, white something got a shoe on it. I don't know, he's singing about something, and people just flex like different stuff they have, like different things they have a lot of. And the one I attached was the Stanley cups, but I've seen people do it with Legos, I've seen people do it with makeup, I've seen people do it with like lip products, I've seen people do it with pans, like literally pots and pans, like stuff you put in your kitchen. I've seen people flex all the different kind of things they buy in excess. Right now, specifically for the Stanley cups, I feel like it's a bit much. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I got me a little Stanley. Look, I'm gonna pull her out real quick because she cute. I got me a little Stanley. Ain't she cute? My little anime stickers. She cute. I got me a little Stanley. She's resourceful and she works really good. She keeps my drinks cold. And I won't lie, I was buying into the hypes of Stanleys. I had a period of time where I really wanted to buy another Stanley, and I wanted to buy the mini ones. And I still low-key want to buy a mini one just to, for, keeping my tea warm because I love to drink tea. But I don't see the point in buying 30 Stanleys. I don't see the point in buying 30 different pairs or 30 different lip products that are the same shade of pink. That is what we're talking about today. I feel like lately in social media and just in general, it's such a big flex to show that you could spend so much money on a particular item. And there are some things where when people spend a lot of money on it, I'm like, okay, I could kind of understand. Like if you spend a lot of money on sneakers and shoes, I could kind of understand because 9 times out of 10, all the sneakers look different. You could wear them in different ways, whatever. But if you're spending, well, a Stanley Cup, they go for about $50, I think. If you have 13 different Stanleys, I can't do math. Let's say you got 10 different Stanleys. Why are you spending $500 on, you know, 10 different colorways of a cup, but they all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. I truly understand if you have 2 Stanley Cups, maybe 3 Stanley Cups or 3 thermoses, whatever the heck. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who have 10, 15, 20, who buy every single new limited edition Stanley that comes out. You got the Wicked edition, you got the Halloween edition, you got the mocha chocolate edition. Low-key, the mocha chocolate one real cute. I want that one. But you got all the different editions. It makes no sense. And why does this happen? I honestly think it happens because aesthetics. I mean, that's what this whole series is about, right? It's about aesthetics and wanting to fit into a certain aesthetic. I think when you see girls with Stanleys, or even if it's not Stanleys, there's also the Owala, I think they're called Owala cups, that are really popular. All of that kind of feeds into like the clean girl, modern girl aesthetic. And I think people think by buying these things, not only do they fit into the aesthetic more, but they can almost associate more with their peers and fit in more with their peers, right? And I think with social media and how much exposure we have to each other's lives, everything is about fitting in and being a part. So it's kind of sad, but it also kind of makes sense. So that's like one side of it. That's one side of the aesthetics, one side of the overconsumption. It's about wanting to fit in. But then there's another side of it. So this video, we see someone who loves something that I also hold near and dear, which is beauty, makeup, anything that has to do with taking care of your appearance. I love taking care of my appearance. Now look, I just, this is my first time. It's been a while since I had a wig, y'all. So if y'all looking at my hair right now and y'all like, dang, she look crazy. Look, my girl did a good job on the wig. I haven't been doing a great job maintaining it, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I don't know how the wig girlies do it, but I'm trying to be a wig girly this season just because, I want to switch it up. But yeah, I love all things beauty, right? In this video, not only it doesn't even seem like this girl loves all things beauty, it feels like she loves anything that has to do with buying. And the reason I say that is you have a serious problem. No offense, girl, if you're watching this video, or anybody watching this video, if you can relate to this, like if you can relate to that girl, I think there's a serious problem if you have a drawer or like a dresser dedicated to stuff that you buy that you do not plan to open. Like, what? Excuse me? That don't make sense. Why are you buying this stuff if you know you're not going to open it? What's the point in buying all these perfumes just because they're cute, but you're not going to use them? Like, there's a lot of cute perfumes that you can use. You get what I'm saying? Like, it feels like she's buying all this stuff, whether because, oh, it looks good, or it's actually going to fit more in with my overconsumption aesthetic, because overconsumption it's an aesthetic now on TikTok. Overconsumption core, if you search that up on TikTok, you're going to find millions of videos of different people showing all the different beauty products they have, or maybe all the different clothes they have, or all the different shoes, or all the different socks, whatever it may be. And there are some things I can understand. There are other things I can't. Like, if you're a girl who's like, you know what, every time Victoria's Secret has a sale, I'm buying me some new underwear and new bras, and I have 1,000. Okay, girl, that makes sense, because you really need a different bra for every occasion. You need a different pair of undies for every occasion. Okay, but if you're telling me every time Kosas has a sale on a lippy, you're gonna buy that same pink shade every time, and you ain't even finished the first tube you got, what are we doing? Like, it doesn't make sense. What are we doing? And I think this side of overconsumption, the aesthetic, it's not an aesthetic at all. It's an illness. Like, sorry, but I don't know what else to call it. It feels like a sickness because, and I know what that's like. Like, I'm a girl who loves to swipe her card. Sue me. I love to swipe my card down. Like, sometimes even if I don't got it, I'm gonna swipe the thick card, the credit card, I'm a swipe that if I don't got it. I'm a girl who loves to swipe my card when I want something, and that's something I'm having to work on, and I'm having to understand. Just because I want something, or just because there's this little itch of like, oh, I need to go to the mall, I need to go to Sephora, I need to go to Ulta, Ulta has a sale, so that gives me a good reason to buy it. Because girl math is like, oh, if there's a sale, it's not that bad. Where it's like, girl, you know what would be not as bad as not buying it? Not buying it. Like, just don't buy it. That's also not bad. That should be the girl math. The girl math should be not to buy it. But girl math is, I'm going to buy it because it's on sale. But you're still spending money though. And that's my girl math. Like, I'm not coming for y'all. That's literally my girl math. Like, anytime Ulta has a sale, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, places like that, I will love and go and run and re-up. And yeah, it's convenient to have a sale, but it doesn't help me. And I think that's what this part of overconsumption core is. I think it's a lot of people who kind of just find gratification in spending money. And I get it. Like, I find gratification in spending money. Like, sometimes it feels good to spend money. I'm not going to lie. Black Friday, I ordered some stuff on Amazon. I think I got like 5 things for $75. And I was over here like, yeah, that was a steal. Like, period. I did that. I did my big one. Like, I snapped $75 on 5 things. And it's like, girl, you did not eat. You did not eat. Nothing was eaten. Like, not a thing. The plate is still full. You still spent money. You got 5 things for $75. And I don't think about it. I can't even tell you what 5 things I got because they really weren't that important. Actually, I got a toothbrush. A new toothbrush, a fancy one. That's important. But everything else, can't think about it because it wasn't that important because I did not need to spend my money on that stuff. So it's like, I think what would be great in our society, especially since we live in a society of people who often have goals but feel like we can't reach those goals because of our finances. A lot of people, including myself, want to buy houses but can't reach it because of finances. Want to go on trips more but can't do it because of finances. I probably could have went on 2 trips this year if I cut my Amazon spending. Like, let's be real. And I'm still working on that because if you look at my Amazon, I probably spend at least $300 to $500 a month on Amazon, which means what? Within 2 months, I could have $1,000 probably, or like $600 to $1,000 within 2 months, and that could go towards the trip. Like, that's just the harsh reality. And if you're wondering, Samantha, what do you be spending on Amazon? Girl, I don't know. Like, I truly don't know how it adds up. I be re-upping on stuff. So there is some stuff I truly need off Amazon. Like, I re-up on stuff, but then other times I just buy random stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just bought a phone case. I bought 2 phone cases because I didn't know which one I want, and I'm deciding I'm keeping both of them. Is that smart? No, it's not smart. I could have just got one phone case and, you know, rocked. I could have just rocked with that, but I got two. So when I make these videos, I'm not making it as if I'm higher than thou and I don't do these things and I don't fall to the aesthetics and I don't fall to the crippling like pressure to buy stuff. I fall to it every time. Like, I not every time, it's getting better, so much better, but I do fall for it, especially on TikTok. If you are on TikTok, and I'm really gonna put an example in the screen while I'm talking, but if you're on TikTok, if you scroll maybe like 5 videos, within those 5 videos, there's gonna be one video advertising, I don't know, a hairbrush, or advertising, this eyeshadow palette, advertising something. Everybody on TikTok now is advertising something. Everybody on TikTok now gets a commission. Everybody on TikTok is pushing for you to spend your money so they can get more money to buy more things and make people want to keep spending their money. Like, it's like this cycle. So it feels like nowadays, not only are we kind of being taught and shown the more you buy stuff, the happier you'll get, or the more stuff you have, the more fulfilled you are. The more stuff you have, the more you fit into a certain aesthetic or a certain vibe. But like, the more stuff you have, the more reasons you have to be happy. And it's like, no, quite frankly, if I'm gonna keep it real, you're filling a god-sized hole with a bunch of things. It's not gonna work. It's only gonna work for so long, but it's not gonna work. So that's two, okay? That's two. So lastly, like I said, we have the influencing, the hive mind. That's what this last part is going to be about. It's going to be about the hive mind.
What are the cool girls wearing this fall? What are the hot girls wearing this fall? What are the it girls wearing this fall? What are we wearing this fall? What color is in this fall? Is Pop Over Theory still in this fall? Are ballet flats still in this fall? Are samba still in this fall? What colorway is in this fall? What wash of denim is in this fall? What cut of denim is in this fall? What kind of makeup is in this fall? Is electric blue eyeliner in this fall? Or is no makeup in this fall? What kind of hair is in this fall? Is a slicked back bun in this fall? What kind of aesthetic are we this fall? What color of hair are we this fall? Are we cowboy copper this fall? What kind of jewelry are we this fall? Are we fun, chunky vintage jewelry this fall? Are we gold hoop earrings this fall? What are we wearing this fall? What are we wearing in the winter? And what are we wearing next spring? And what are we wearing in the summer? Samba's definitely still can't be in. What are the cool girls wearing this fall? What aesthetic are we? What aesthetic are we following? Is Clean Girl still in this fall? What are the it girls wearing this fall? What are the cool girls wearing this fall? I'm a cool girl. What are we wearing this fall?
So in that video, the hive mind literally essentially is the what are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are they wearing? When are they going to wear this? Should we not wear that anymore? Oh my gosh, since Uggs are in season, should I get rid of all my Uggs? Wait, we don't wear Crocs anymore? We don't bedazzle our Crocs? Okay, let me throw my Crocs away. Oh, we're wearing Sambas now? We're wearing Jordans? We're wearing boots? I don't know what the girls be wearing. I'm on a social media detox right now, so I'm not going to lie. Some of the stuff I'm talking about might not even be relevant by the time I post this, and that's fine because it's my YouTube channel and a part of my journey is posting what I want, period. But yeah, it's like the hive mind is kind of having this concentration on what everybody else is doing and if what you're doing aligns with what they're doing. There isn't a thought of, almost finding your own brand or finding your own, I don't even say finding your own brand, but finding your own sense of style. And I have to be honest, this is something I related to. Before I came to Christ, I struggled with personal style, and I'm still learning my personal style. But back then, my personal style was just Instagram baddie. Like, you ask anybody to describe how Samantha dressed, and it was like, oh, she's like an Instagram baddie. And like, I took that as a compliment, but really all that meant was showing my skin, poking my booty out, and acting a fool. Like, that's really what it meant to be an Instagram baddie, and I found that as my style. But not only did I find it my style, I was really dressing that way because I saw a lot of women in my life, in social media, on TV, dressed that way, and it seemed to be like, okay, that's the way to go. We're all Instagram baddies. We're all baddies, and this is what baddies look like. So I fell to the hive mind for a period of time, and even with different things, I recently had to realize, as much as I like clean girl makeup, and clean girl makeup does have its times when it's necessary, I love me a good beat. Like, I'm not wearing makeup right now, but I love makeup. I love to do my makeup, and sometimes I don't want to look like a clean girl. Sometimes I don't want to look like I don't got makeup on. If I'm spending $45 on a foundation, $70 on a foundation, yes, I want the foundation to look like my skin, but I also want it to look like, I spent some time on my face. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, but I kind of have to realize, just because some things work for other people doesn't mean it has to be that for me. And I think with TikTok, especially TikTok and Instagram, it's so easy to compare yourself to others and to kind of be like, oh wait, everybody's doing this, so maybe I should start slicking my hair back too. Everybody's wearing hoops right now. Maybe I should wear hoops too, and I need to stop wearing the dangly things because that's this or that's that. And it's like, it's not even cool. It just kind of sucks, because you never really have the space to be yourself. You never really have the space to learn what you like. You're kind of just ebbing with the flow and motion of literally the algorithm, and that's what you become. And we kind of see that a lot. Like, you have some people, actually, let me not say some people, I'm talking about myself. Sometimes there are times where I was over here like, okay, for the gym, I love going to the gym. I had a period of time where I was wearing graphic tees, like big graphic tees and shorts, because that's what the girlies was wearing on TikTok. Now the girlies is wearing like the plain Gymshark tees and the plain leggings. And guess what? I bought some clothes that look like that too. And it's like, sometimes it's like you're constantly changing what you're wearing, to the point where you almost have so much clothes that none of it makes sense together, or you have so much clothes but it feels like you have nothing to wear because you don't really have a sense of style. You're just ebbing and flowing. So this one still resonates with me, because I'm ebbing and flowing even as I'm trying to find my personal style. And I still have things that, like, oh, the girlies are doing coquette, the girlies are doing bows. Let me order some bows off Amazon. Like, I've literally been ebbing and flowing, guys. So I think overconsumption definitely is difficult. And not only is it difficult, but it's so normalized now. And I think, even when you say things like, oh, I'm being a little more frugal, or I'm on a no buy this season, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. It's not necessarily looked down upon, but people almost revere it. Like, oh my gosh, like, you have such discipline. You have a budget. Oh, you're on a no buy. And it's like, I feel like that's not something that should be revered, but normalized. Like, budgeting should be normalized. Overspending should not be. Not using your credit card should be normalized. Using your credit card whenever you want shouldn't be. Like, all the things that are bad for our financial health is what's normalized. Nobody's normalizing, locking your credit card, and only using it once a month. Nobody's normalizing, I'm trying to think of other things. But nobody's normalizing the things that are going to benefit you in the future versus the things that aren't benefiting you but are making you feel good now. And that's kind of what overconsumption at its core is. It's like that fast food mentality where it's like, yeah, this food isn't great for me in the future, but it tastes good now and I can get it right now. So I'm going to have it now rather than wait for something that's good for me. So I guess my encouragement to you in this video is, take some time to reflect and figure out what's going on in your life that might be good for you right now but isn't going to be good for you in the long term. There's probably something you've been doing that you shouldn't be doing. Maybe you spend a little too much money. Maybe you're not spending enough time doing something, or there's more time you need to do on something else, whatever the case may be. But there's something you're doing that you shouldn't be doing. There's something you're not doing that you need to be doing. And you need to kind of ask yourself, do I want to live for the now, or am I going to live for tomorrow and work towards that? So that is the end of this little rant commentary video, my loves, and I will see you next time. Bye, babies.